This is Tyler Schleppe, and you're listening to Off the Ice.
Welcome everyone to Off the Ice, a Ferris Athletics podcast in partnership with Ferris State Hockey and Sunny 97.3. Thanks to those of you who tuned in early on Sunny 97.3 for Tuesday night releases exclusively on the radio, and of course to those of you who listen on Spotify and now on YouTube as we have video for our podcast as well. I'm your host and voice of Bulldog Hockey, Brody Kaiser. You can follow me on Instagram at Brody Kaiser and Twitter at Kaiser Brody. I'm joined by my co-host and Ferris Hockey intern, as well as our social media coordinator, Beth McKinney. You can follow Beth on Instagram at BethanyMM17. Today is February 20th, and this is episode 22 of Off the Ice. To listen to any of our previous episodes, check out and follow Ferris Athletics on Spotify. Be sure to follow us at Ferris Hockey on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok to stay up to date on all things Bulldog Hockey, and of course, to never miss an episode of Off the Ice. Without further ado, it's time now to take you off the ice with Tyler Schleppe. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Off the Ice. And if you're watching on YouTube, you will know that because, of course, we have video for the first time ever. Brody Kaiser and Beth McKinney with you as always. And today we are joined by Ferris State Hockey forward, sophomore number 15, Tyler Schleppe. Tyler, thanks so much for being on the podcast with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Are you pretty excited to be the guinea pig for the first ever YouTube version of Off the Ice?
I am, yeah. Love being on the camera, so I'm ready to go.
So first thing I wanted to ask you is because when we were out in Minnesota State, you were asking me all these would you rather questions, and you have some really, really interesting ones. So do you think that you could host a podcast of just like would you rather questions if you had to?
I don't know. I've kind of been scrolling on TikTok. I saw a few good ones, so I was just thinking of all of them that weekend. But I mean, I could probably come up with a few, yeah.
You need to send these to me and we can do them for our questions of the week.
Okay, yeah, go for it. I'll give you a bunch.
So we always try to start these episodes by talking a little bit about hockey. And I think since it's a special video episode, we should go ahead and just kind of stick to the same format that we normally do. But You've been missing a few games now, but hopefully you're nearing a return because this team could really use your offensive production. But go ahead and just talk a little bit about what this season's been like for you as you play in your sophomore year for Ferris State.
Yeah, sophomore season. I mean, pretty excited. Not coming in here, not really knowing anyone. Pretty comfortable. Know all the guys. Know everything works. Trained pretty hard in the off season. Start of the season went pretty good, and then unfortunately got the skate to my neck over there, so that kind of hindered things a little bit. Bit of a rocky patch there. Then after Christmas break, kind of just clear the mind, go home, relax a little bit. Came back, felt really good, and then unfortunately against Lake State, got hit against the boards awkwardly. Then I've been out 7 games now, so hoping to come back soon. But yeah, it's kind of just been a lot of ups and downs.
Now, last year, your team obviously played very, very well in the playoffs. You went on the road to Bowling Green, didn't even make it to the third game because you guys won in 2. Do you see that sort of trend continuing this year as you're going to have to go on the road again in the first round of the playoffs? But you could very easily play upset to one of these top teams in the conference.
Yeah, I think that's kind of our culture. I mean, we're not obviously in this position we want to be, but that doesn't really matter. We know we can beat any team on any given day. So it doesn't really matter who we play. We're looking forward to it. And yeah, I think we can beat anyone in the CCHA.
Awesome. Well, let's hope that holds true because we are nearing the end of the season and we definitely don't want to be done just yet. It seems like this season has just flown by. I mean, it's unreal.
Yeah, it's crazy how fast it's gone by.
Do you think this is faster? This season's gone by faster than last year for you?
100%, way faster. I can't believe I have 2 months left here and then go home. It's absurd to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, Beth, let's go ahead and move off the ice and get him some questions away from hockey.
All right, so I always start off with a relatively easy question. What are some hobbies that you have away from hockey and away from the rink?
Okay, so I mean, it's kind of a big one, but video games, I guess it's a pretty easy one. Me and Shouty been playing Warzone a lot lately, so Call of Duty. Been trying to get Grath to join, but he's just always playing NHL. So just kind of playing that by himself. Reading last summer is kind of something I've gotten into a lot more. Read the David Goggins book, and I'm reading another book right now, kind of halfway through that one. So yeah, those are probably the big 2. I mean, I'm a big movie guy. So yeah, those 3 probably.
What's your favorite genre of book to read?
Favorite genre of book?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a favorite genre book.
Just like all of them?
Kind of started getting into it now. So I guess like biographies. So, yeah.
Okay. What about
that?
I know you've played Chell before because you've talked a little bit about playing with Grath. Do you play Chell a good amount or mostly just other games?
I went through a little phase where I was playing Chell a lot.
I was going to bring this up too because you are one of the guys that mentions it a ton on our questions of the weeks.
Yeah, me and Grath have been playing.
Yeah.
We went through a patch where we were playing a lot, but I mean, I've kind of moved on to Call of Duty a bit. But no, there was a good chunk where we were playing EA Chell like a lot.
Is NHL the only game that you typically play sports-wise, or do you play any of the Madden or the MLB games?
I used to be huge into NBA 2K.
Oh, yeah, 2K.
Like from 2K17 to 2K22, I played all those years. But I mean, it's kind of died down a little bit. I just don't like it like it used to.
So here's one thing with sports games that I've noticed. It's like it feels like they're the same game every year, just a different title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they don't really change a whole lot. Is Chell, do you kind of feel like that's the same way as 2K and the Maddens of the world as well?
Well, I didn't really play Chell for a little while. Like when I was playing 2K, I kind of wasn't really playing much else. But I kind of felt that with NBA a lot. Like it was kind of a similar game year on year on year. So that's kind of why I just got bored of it.
Yeah.
Just haven't really played in a while. Just same thing every year. But you just need to spend more time on it every year. They want more money. So
It's a money thing, man.
yeah, it's a big money thing. So I've kind of just stopped playing that. So, but Chell is pretty fresh for me. So
Good.
What types of movies do you like? You said you're a big movie guy.
like any movie.
Any movie?
Any movie. I just love watching movies.
Do you have like a specific genre that like?
I have a favorite
like your top?
series.
What's your favorite series?
Harry Potter.
Oh,
great
God
choice.
bless.
Great choice.
Yeah, favorite series. I've probably seen it like 4 or 5 times. It's a
That
good
is
one for me.
elite. That's
Yeah.
elite.
What's the best Harry Potter movie?
Ooh,
Goblet of Fire, I think.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good one.
that is a good
Now,
one.
have you read the Harry Potter books?
I haven't, no.
You got to add that to your reading list for
it was
sure.
actually something I was talking about with Brad Merrick last year. I know he was reading some of the books. So, I mean, I was thinking about getting into it, but just something I haven't got around to yet.
Yeah, it's a long series for sure,
Yeah.
but they're really good books.
Yeah. I haven't read the books either
Yeah.
yet, but
No, they're long.
they're
Really long.
They're intimidating.
Yeah.
Are you into the sci-fi stuff at all? Fantasy, other
like
world
Star
fantasy
Wars,
stuff?
that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like just all that stuff. I just like watching movies.
Star
That's
Wars,
fair.
Lord of the Rings,
yeah.
Transformers, all the big
The Matrix,
series.
yeah.
Matrix, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one
Yeah, no, I love all those.
for sure. Okay.
What is the best movie that you've watched in the last month?
In the last month.
Yeah, if you had to pick one.
Okay, well, all the boys in our house recently, we watched the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it was me, Shouty, Grath, and Gib all in the living room watching Super Mario Bros.
What did you guys think of it?
It was awesome. It was unreal. We were all pretty fired up watching that movie. So that was probably my favorite one the last month.
Really?
Did you ever play like the Super Mario Bros.
Oh,
video
yeah.
games growing up?
Yeah, DS, GameCube,
Yes.
Wii, yeah, Mario Kart, all that stuff.
Mario Party.
Mario Party, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
played everything.
What is your go-to Mario character?
Go-to Mario character?
Yeah.
I mean, like in like the Super Mario games?
Yeah.
Probably just Mario.
Just Mario? You're always Mario?
Yeah, probably Mario. It's a pretty easy one. I mean, I guess whichever one they give me. There's 4 of us in there.
Yeah.
So
true.
you're not really picky on it?
No, I don't
Like-
really care. But Mario Kart, probably Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yeah. Okay. That was gonna be my
Yeah.
next question. Was if it was Mario Kart, would that
Yeah,
change?
yeah, Yoshi
Okay.
for sure.
Which color Yoshi? Because there's like 7 of them.
I like just the green one.
Just the OG
Just the
green.
green one, yeah. Yeah,
the
pretty-
basic one.
Pretty basic, pretty easy like that.
So you are also, of course, from Canada,
Yeah.
which a few guys on the team are, and we always like to talk about guys from Canada on the team. And one thing that they always say is that Tim Hortons up in Canada is better than here in the United
Yeah.
States. Do you agree with that?
I do agree with that. Yeah, I don't know. The donuts just taste a little fresher. The food just tastes a little bit better. But yeah, just something. Like when my girlfriend came to Vancouver this summer, she had Tim Hortons for the first time down there. So that was pretty cool. But I mean, I think it's kind of the same thing with McDonald's. Like it's better down there as well too.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Just something in the air.
It's weird because none of them have been able to put their finger on exactly what makes Tim Hortons better
Just that it's
in
different.
Canada, but just that it's different and better up there.
Yeah. I don't know what it is either. Just tastes better up there. I mean, it's still good down here, but just not really the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite food place in America that you don't have in Canada?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty easy one. Chick-fil-A.
You go there a lot?
I go there a decent amount. I mean, there's not really one nearby.
Right.
But whenever I've gone to Traverse City a few times,
Mhm.
so I mean, I got it going down there. Just whenever I'm around one, kind of
You're
just go.
getting it?
Yeah.
That's a very solid pick.
What would you say your experience growing up in Canada playing hockey was like compared to your hockey experience here? Of course, you know, you're playing collegiate hockey here versus different levels up in Canada. But is there a big difference in the type of hockey that's played?
Not really, no. I mean, growing up, Vancouver is pretty like multicultural city. So I mean, there's a lot of everything. Like I had buddies growing up playing baseball, playing soccer, but like a big thing, I have a rink like 5 minutes near me. I probably have at least 5 rinks.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can easily drive to all these different rinks. There's open ice all the time. So on the weekends, if me and my buddies were ever bored, we'd just go on the internet and find a rink that was open. We'd do a little drop-in hockey. So, I mean, that's kind of one thing. I know here's not really too many rinks nearby, so that's a big difference. But no, I wouldn't really say too much of a difference in terms of like the hockey culture or any of that stuff, especially for me growing up.
Yeah. What was your when did you leave to go play juniors?
Okay, so I left to go play juniors my grade 12 year.
Okay.
So I was 16 turning 17, so it would be my second year juniors, but my 17-year-old year, I went to go play in Prince George.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty far away from where I live, about a 10-hour drive, which is pretty far up there. My first time moving away from home, so I lived up there. It was a pretty cool experience for me. I mean, it was obviously pretty new. I was really excited to get away from home, get away from my parents and everything. But I mean, it wasn't all that I hyped it up to be. I mean, I kind of missed my home cooking, missed my family a little bit, but it was a good learning experience for me.
Yeah. Do you think that experience being so young helped prepare you to move to the United States later on, just a couple years later?
Yeah, I definitely do. I mean, there's a lot of things you learn when living by yourself, especially at a young age. Like, you can go to bed whenever you want. I mean, that was
stay up as late as you want.
Yeah, stay up as late as you want. I mean, that was something that I kind of learned. Like when I was pretty young, when I was living by myself in Prince George, I was staying up as long as I wanted. And I'd show up to the rink tired the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing. I mean, eating properly or eating a lot better was one thing I learned, and kind of just how to manage talking to my parents, like how often to talk to them. So that's probably the biggest things for me.
I feel like moving away at like such a young age, like it makes you grow up so much faster than most teenagers ever will have to experience.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. It's pretty cool. Like all these people, I know I'm moving away for the first time, like these past few years, but I mean, I've been doing it like 6 years ago. So
yeah, that's crazy. What is your favorite way to spend a day off?
Favorite way to spend a day off?
Yeah.
Sleep in. I'm sure all the boys that know me know I love sleeping. Yeah.
What is sleeping into you?
Sleeping into me, just however long my body will sleep in for.
Okay.
That's fair.
Right.
That's
sometimes it's 9:30, sometimes it's 12. I mean, as long as I can go, honestly. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, so other than like what additionally, like on top of sleeping in, what else does your favorite day off consist of?
Sleep in, get some food, lunch, maybe go out. Bob Evans is kind of something I've gone a few times this year on the day off, so that's been pretty good. Maybe some of the boys go get some food, just chill back at the house, maybe play pickleball or something. We did that a bit more in August, but we haven't really done that lately. Kind of take it easy and just wherever the day goes, but nothing planned, just kind of go with the flow. Maybe go watch a movie in GR, maybe go get sushi in GR. So just pretty easy, whatever the day, wherever it goes, just go with it.
I like the don't have a plan, just kind of let the day come to you, because your day's on. Everything is of course laid out for you, and you have to follow a schedule. So I'm sure that just letting go with the flow is pretty good for those days.
Yeah,
off.
no, it's definitely nice just to have nothing set and just kind of do whatever I want. So that's pretty much how the day offs go.
Are you a good pickleball player?
No, I'm bad. My house played at the start of the year, so Grath, Gibby, and Shaz again. We played at the start of the year. It was me and Shaz as teammates, and I was bad. I was getting mad. I was losing. I was not happy playing that game. So.
How was Shouds as a pickleball partner?
He's good.
Was he good?
He's good. Yeah, him and Gibby were probably the best, but yeah, I was not very good.
So it was good that they were not partnered together.
Yeah, me and Grath would have got destroyed. Yeah, would have been bad.
So you've never played with Connor?
No, I don't plan on it either.
Not a good combination?
No, we both suck.
At least you're self-aware.
Yeah.
What's your favorite breakfast food to get from a place like Bob Evans?
I don't know what it's called, but the one with like all the pancakes, like the blueberry pancakes, and you get the hash browns, the sausage, and all that stuff on the side.
Works.
Yeah, you get everything. That's pretty cheap too. So
just a combination of a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so it's like pancakes with strawberry sauce or like apples on it, and there's like hash browns on the side, sausages, eggs. That can't really go wrong. You get everything. So
Are you a big breakfast food guy? Like, is that your favorite meal if you really go all out?
not really, honestly. Usually, it's like I'm sleeping in. Like I'm not really eating breakfast.
That's fair.
Because like for these past few years, if I work out in the summers, I work out a lot in the morning, so I don't really eat breakfast. But what I'll do is I'll make a smoothie. So that's kind of my thing for the past 7 years. I'll make a smoothie in the morning. I think I've had the same blender for 5-6 years. So yeah, smoothie is probably my go-to. But if I'm up and going out, probably pancakes, something like that.
So actually eating breakfast is almost a special occasion for you.
Yeah. I don't eat breakfast too much. I usually go with a smoothie if I'm up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, Beth. Let's get in one of your classic difficult questions.
All right.
If you could only be remembered for one thing, like in your lifetime, what would you want to be remembered by?
I mean, I would hope to be being good at hockey, but I'm still working on getting that up. So,
okay,
yeah,
not hockey related.
Not hockey related.
Yeah, then what would your answer be?
I don't know, just being close to my family. Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty close to my family, so just being good, all my friends around me, being close to my family.
It's a big family guy.
Yeah, I'd probably go with that if it wasn't being good at hockey.
How many siblings do you have?
Just a little sister.
Okay, are you pretty close?
Yeah, we're really close.
Good.
She's one of my good friends. I mean, she's actually taking school in Australia.
Oh, wow.
This semester, yeah. So she's abroad, so I probably won't see her for a little while, but I mean, we keep in touch, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
How old is she?
She's an 03, so she's 20.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 2 years younger than me.
Okay. How often right now do you get to see your family?
I talk to my parents probably 3-4 times a week. Pretty good amount. I mean, the start of the year, the boys would say my mom calls me every day. So she calls me a lot. I feel like I talk to them a pretty good amount, which is good. Don't talk to my sister as much as I should, but I mean, I've kind of talked to her a little bit lately, so it's definitely getting better.
I feel like that would be way harder with the time difference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's 3 hours. Vancouver's 3 hours behind, so they're always calling me like 10:30 because it's 7:30 our time, so after dinner, and I'm always in bed, just lying, just like watching a show or something. But no, it's definitely tough with the time change, but I mean, we figure it out.
So what else do you like to do outside? I know you said you play pickleball, but are there any other sports that you like to play outside of hockey or outdoor activities that you like?
Yeah, I'm a big sports guy, so I love playing basketball again. In the summer, me and my buddies go a lot. There's a beach called Kids Beach in Vancouver, which has 2 big basketball courts, and there's always pickup games going on there. So we'll go down there for the day, play some basketball. Volleyball, we'll just play that for fun. I mean, sewer ball, which is like a big like hockey thing, I guess, keep up. So I've gotten a lot better at that, so we'll play keep up a lot. We play tennis a little bit in the summer. I'm a big sports guy, so just kind of anything. I went to Barcelona this summer and caught a Barcelona FC game, so that was really cool. But yeah, no, I'll watch whatever sport is on.
What's your best sport? What sport are you the best at other than hockey?
Probably baseball or basketball. I was probably better at baseball than I was at hockey when I was like 12.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah. My dad was a big baseball guy growing up. Mm-hmm. He played it pretty high level, so he always wanted me to play it. So that was kind of my 2 sports, hockey and baseball. But I mean, you get to a point where you need to give it up.
You have to choose.
Yeah, so I think I was better at baseball. I can throw pretty hard, but I mean, I had to give it up for hockey.
So why did you pick to pursue hockey over baseball if you knew?
I just loved it a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just enjoyed playing hockey a lot more, so that's kind of why I went there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's valid. Are there any sports that you haven't played or learned that you wish you had, or like that you want to learn?
Just like martial arts. Yeah, my dad also did martial arts too when he's younger, so it's something I've always watched.
Yeah.
Nothing I've ever really gotten into, but it's kind of something I wish I did a little bit. But no, that's probably it. Just martial arts. I think it's pretty cool.
Do you think that you could still get into martial arts if you wanted to?
I don't know. The way my body feels sometimes, I don't know. I get bloody noses pretty easily, so I feel like I get clocked in the face once and just exploding everywhere.
Yeah, it's gonna tap out already.
I don't know if that'd be good for me, but yeah.
Yeah, cool. So I know I've asked you this a few times, and you've said that you're a big Canucks fan.
Yeah.
But does it kind of change a little bit depending on how you're feeling or how those teams are doing, what your favorite NHL team is?
Yeah, so it's kind of been tough being a Canucks fan these past few years, especially since I think 2010, 2011, that Boston series. Mm-hmm. My favorite player is Ovechkin, so I kind of root for the Capitals as well. So Capitals, Canucks. I mean, if I had to pick a favorite team, it would be Vancouver. So I've kind of always supported them growing up. I went to a lot of games when I was younger. I live like 15 minutes away from the rink. So I used to go there a lot when I was younger. So I'd probably say the Canucks. I mean, it's not always easy being a Canucks fan. Didn't really talk about them as much last year. They weren't doing as well. But no, it's kind of nice that they're doing a lot better. So yeah, first in the league. So definitely the Canucks would be my favorite team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said your favorite player is Ovechkin.
Yeah.
Do you think that is he someone that you've maybe modeled your hockey game after, or is there a different player that you tried to form your game towards?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a pretty hard guy to try and model your game
Yeah.
after. I mean, his shot is just kind of ridiculous, the way he scores goals. I mean, down year for him. I think he'll pick it up again next year, or he stepped up a little bit. But I've tried to like semi-model my game after him, but I mean, it's so hard when there's this guy, best goal scorer in the world. Like, there's not really much you can try and model after him, but not really, I'd say too much. I'd say like big power forwards I watched a lot. Like, I've enjoyed watching Eichel. Like, I liked watching Line when he first came into the league. Draisaitl, just those kind of big guys that think the game pretty well. I like watching those guys and trying to learn from the stuff they do.
Makes sense since you're 6'4", bigger guy.
Yeah.
Try to play that same way.
Yeah.
What's something that you do as a stress reliever?
Stress reliever.
Yeah.
Just talk to the boys a lot. It's kind of nice. Yeah, just hang out with the guys. I mean, if I'm ever like stressed out, just hop on video games Warzone, just kind of forget about the rest of the world.
Yeah, just distract your mind.
Yeah, just play for a little bit, just forget about everything. And yeah, probably just those big two. I mean, nothing really too complicated.
That's fair.
Do you think reading is a stress reliever now that you've sort of gotten into it?
Yeah, definitely a bit. I mean, you can just read, get into your own world again. It's kind of a similar thing. Just imagine you're there, all that stuff. I mean, the books that I've been reading, you kind of learn a little bit too. So it's kind of cool. You can just distract yourself from whatever your mind's been focused on if your mind's racing a lot. So it's definitely helped a little bit. Yeah.
I feel like you need to talk to Haler about the books that he reads, because he reads like the same type of stuff.
Yeah, he does. What's he reading? That Bill Gates?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think that Bill Gates biography about when he was younger. Yeah, I don't know. I've talked to him a little briefly about it, but yeah, I don't know. I will.
All right, Beth, let's get in one more hard one before we wrap up.
All
right. What's one of the most important life lessons that you have learned so far?
Important life lessons.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of one thing I was focusing on a lot this year, is just taking it day by day. Because like Brody was saying, the time just goes by so fast. Like, this time just kind of raced this year. So one thing I focused on, just enjoying day by day, kind of just taking it one at a time. Not really looking forward to anything, but just taking every day for what it is. Because I know like how fast this year can go by, how fast a month can go by. So just try and enjoy practice. Just try and be more in the moment, I think, instead of just always looking forward to the next thing. Just kind of enjoy where I'm at. Yeah.
How has that changed your perspective on life, if at all?
I mean, it slowed it down a little bit, which has been nice. Especially being injured. Like, it kind of sucks playing hockey. But I mean, I've kind of enjoyed just being able to go work out. There's no stress because I can't play the games. I mean, obviously it sucks. I'm here to play hockey. It's the thing I love the most. But I mean, just kind of taking a step away and just trying to work to get my body back. It's kind of nice. There's not really anything I have to think about too much, but definitely always in the back of my mind thinking about getting back. But I've kind of just tried to just enjoy the recovery process and just feel my body getting better and getting stronger again.
Awesome. Yeah, good answer. All right, well, one last question for you. You don't listen to these podcasts, so this is new for you. This is exciting. But the last question that I ask every person who comes on is, what does it mean to you to be a Bulldog?
Yeah. I mean, that's the school I talked to the most when I was going through the recruiting process. It wasn't a very long process for me. The coach has been awesome. Drew, especially, was very welcoming when I first came in. I know this place has a long culture, especially with Chris Kunitz being here. That's something I find very cool. So yeah, the symbol on the chest every day, just come play hard for the school, come with students and all the players on the team. It's been a really cool experience for me, and I've enjoyed it a lot.
Awesome. Great answer, Tyler. Well, thanks so much for being on the podcast with us, and thanks for being the first one to make the YouTube page as well.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Looking forward to seeing it up there. So
yeah, for sure. Thanks everyone so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week for more Off the Ice.
No, you did good. Yeah.
Really good. I bet.
How do you feel about it?
I don't know. I'll just wait and see what my parents say, what they think about it.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Off the Ice. Tune in to Sunny 97.3 on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. to catch the live episodes, or on Wednesday, they get released on Spotify and on YouTube. Make sure to follow Ferris Hockey on all the socials to stay up to date on all things Bulldog hockey.